Today, we're going to be showing you how to defeat the Phantom Muspah in a super quick guide. I've only killed this boss a couple of times, but using all these tips, I'm feeling confident that I can grind this boss out for its awesome loot. I'm no sweaty PVMer, so if I can do it, so can you. For your inventory, I bring a full range of magic setup. Using both of these combat styles is the most reliable way to kill Muspah, but there are some ranged and magic only setups if you've got good gear. I'll put my setup and inventory on the screen now to give you a rough idea of what to bring, but there are loads of different options depending on the gear you already have, and my setup is far from optimal. Basically, bring the best range and magic setup you have, with a stamina potion, ranging potion, runes for any spells, and either food and prayer potions or brews and restores. I prefer brews and restores for this fight, but that might be because I suck. If you're looking at this guide, you likely don't have the Ring of Shadows to teleport directly to the dungeon, so your next best option is using Icy Basalt that you can buy on the Grand Exchange and running through the gap in the fence down into the dungeon. Once you get here, pre-pot up with your stat boosting potions of choice and enter the boss's lair to begin the fight. As this boss has two different attack styles depending on what phase he starts with, you'll need to adjust your setup. If the boss is green, you'll want to immediately put on Protect from Range, equip your range gear and start attacking the boss. If he's brown, put on your magic gear, and although you don't need it, I like to put on Protect from Melee just to be safe. In the boss's initial phase, you'll be presented by one of two forms: his range phase, where his colour palette is a greeny blue and he'll go at you with his regular ranged attacks, and a charged magic attack that deals huge damage and must be prayed against with protection from magic. You'll want to keep Protect from Range up this whole time unless you see him charging the attack up. If his magic attack hits you, it will give you the Corruption status effect, draining your prayer. The other form is his melee form, in which he follows you around the room. It's essential that you run away, as the longer he stays still, the more damage he does. The most effective way to run around him is in a kind of octagon shape. He seems to catch up pretty quickly if you just go round in a square. He can be frozen with ancient magic to buy you some time, but I bring Thralls on the Arceus spellbook for extra damage. The boss changes forms around every 100 damage, so this is when you'll need to switch out your gear as quickly as possible, but still make sure to pray correctly or run away as required. Once you cycle through these phases, the boss has two intermission phases where you must either deal with the lightning clouds or homing spikes. You can avoid the homing spikes by standing behind icicles or existing hardened spikes, and avoid the lightning clouds by standing on this tile I've got up on screen here. Or you can just run around like a maniac and hope for the best like me in both of these phases. Make sure you've bought that stamina potion. Once these phases finish, it goes back to the normal rotation until the boss reaches 127 health. He'll smash the ground and send out an earthquake attack that must be avoided by hiding behind the hardened spikes. If you don't manage to hide, you're very likely to get one shot by this attack. He'll then enter his shield phase. During this phase, all the damage he does heals himself, so you'll want to get him down as soon as possible whilst taking as little damage as possible. The shield starts at 75 and is drained by 2 every attack. It's affected by prayer draining methods, so if you're using a crossbow, you can use sapphire tip bolts to drain it even faster. If you're confident with prayer flicking, you could even use smite, but make sure you aren't attacking at the same time as the boss, as you'll still need to pray against his ranged and magic attacks. Once this phase is done, you're on the last leg. The boss will spawn more spikes every 4 attacks until the arena is full. You need to get the boss down before the arena is full or you're dead. Make sure you move every 4 hits, as the spike is guaranteed to form on your current spot, but other than that, it's pretty much the same as the first phase. Once you're done, collect your loot and either prep for another round or teleport out. Well done on defeating this difficult boss, and good luck for next time. Now you've got the hang of it, you should be able to grind out some awesome drops or work your way towards the Ancient Scepter. Thanks for sticking around this far. If you found this guide useful, make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe, it really helps me out. See you next time.